Hey y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see what the Most High was out on the table today. So, as I was meditating, it felt like somebody I'm getting finally knows what they want. I kept on hearing somebody say that I know what I want. I know what I want. And then I got this nervousness. I guess in a bit in my stomach, like this nervous feeling in my belly, and then that feeling went up towards the heart chakra. And I could really feel that almost glow in a way. Yeah, it feels like somebody figured out what it is that they want. So, yeah, let's dive in. Right. Somebody made a decision about working on this. Because it brings them happiness. I feel like this person really tried their hardest, their best to try not to focus on the emotions as much while making this decision. It's like a head over heart decision, right? And I feel like I'm kind of getting, I was getting a third energy while I was meditating, honestly, right at the end. So there could be one or multiple other options, but I feel like this person carefully observed and really took their time to figure out what it is. Not only what each option could provide, but what it is that they would want. And who would be the best option to offer that, right? Yeah, this person was, I'm getting going nuts trying to make a decision. Again, I feel like there are at least more than one option. And it was a difficult decision to make. It wasn't easy. But I feel like they reached a point where they were like, okay, it's time, right? Death card. I have to make a decision. I feel like this person really took their time again. This is what I'm getting again with this card, right? Because everybody was offering a cup, so to speak. But this person really took their time to figure out, okay, but what is inside that cup, right? What is behind what it is you're offering? I feel like in the beginning, this person was keeping busy, trying to avoid having to make a decision, but it became unbearable. I don't know if there was pressure, externally, or whether or not there was pressure building up from the inside. Either way, they got to a point where they realized they have to. It's time. That card came out. It's time, judgment. The bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like the divine has been working with this person, almost pushing them to make a decision. Right. I feel like this person, like I said, ahead of a hard decision, right? This person can be a bit sharp. But I feel like this person has a huge heart. But I feel like this person has been through enough to where they now feel like maybe I don't deserve this, or maybe, I guess doubting whether or not this is what they want or not. And essentially fooling themselves, because they always kind of knew what it is they wanted. Yeah, this person is going to cut people off. Options. I'm hearing one by one. Yeah. And it's exactly what the divine wants them to do. I'm getting their reluctance to make a decision comes from old relationships, past hurts, people that deceived them, played with them. Right. Right. This is a new time, a new era when it comes to love, when it comes to the kind of lovers they attract, right? This isn't anything like they've had before and they're finally getting that. And I feel like the way the collective stands out from the other options, aside from physicality, I feel like I'm hearing patience, I'm hearing the type of energy you carry, and the fire that you make burn inside of them, right? You get them going in different type of ways. Again, this person thinks about you a lot. Look at this, right? So when this came out, I said that it was the divine that pushed this person to get to this point, right? Get over the past hurt, take the lessons and jump into this new cycle. And then look at this card, right? The one that came out with the new cycle. The divine applauding, the divine holding the heart and being happy that the collective and the person they're meant to be with are actually together, right? The next step, excuse me. Right. I feel, yeah. That I feel like there's been some type of pause or a break, or it's simply this person walking away multiple occasions, right? And under the guise of, oh, this can't be it. This is too good to be true. You know, there's probably some weird stuff in this cup, right? And feeling like a fool now for moving away from the collective, thinking that clearance of the mind was something I strongly feel something they feel they had to do on their own. And like away from people. So like, let's say with the options, right? Keeping contact, but from a distance with each option. So the mind can clear up enough for them to make a head over heart decision, or a head over wand energy decision, right? Yeah. feel like the collective has been patient, right? This landed on the Lovers. I feel like the collection is aware, maybe not to the fullest extent, but enough to know kind of what it is that I just explained. I feel like so far nothing has really been a surprise, but you're reaching a point where you're like, okay, I'm on my last leg here. The patience is running out, and something's got to give, right? And I feel like this person can tell. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Yeah, this person, I feel like their energy is going to shift towards y'all. Where they were like, let's say, having small remarks here and there of being overly, I wouldn't say as actualized, but it was, that's always where it ended at the end of the day, right? A comment like, oh, I missed that thing, or oh, maybe it could turn into, it's always some type of flip that happened, whether you were hanging out, just talking, texting, whatever, right? That kind of made it actualized, and they're shifting that energy into a more loving approach, right? Because they weren't doing much of anything, really. I'm getting a lot of, well, not even a lot, just some remarks here and there, maybe short conversations, more of a checking in, but then always with the wand energy attached to it. And then now I feel like they're actually going to take some action, more coming from a more loving space, right? Right, because they know who the hell they're dealing with. I feel like they know that this connection could really change their life in a major way, positively, right? I'm getting Earth Angel energy with these two. But I feel like I'm getting that collective has always been at the top, if not number one, when it comes to whatever amount of options this person has, right? And they know dealing with an Empress, whether male or female, they would have to get everything right. right? Make sure the energy between y'all, but also the surroundings, that everything is just right before they approach you with anything. This person is I'm getting they're not really emotional. They don't really walk around with their heart on their sleeve, right? I feel like they're going to make an exception for you. This person is very serious about you. They know where they want. They know where they want to plant their seeds and start building and growing. And with who? I feel like this person took some extra time because they know you don't play. Okay? You don't play. Therefore, the energy, the situation, their situation, everything has to be right before they even approach you in anything. Yeah, this person felt like they weren't good enough. This person felt like, no, my situation is way too wobbly, messed up, unstable. I need to stabilize everything before I, again, make any moves. And I feel like they took the time to look around and see what it is that they have, what it is that they obtain, where they want to go, and whether what they have in this moment is enough. And I felt like, no, I have to work on this for a bit. Yeah. Right. But hurting themselves in the process, though. Look at this. I also feel like yeah, this person had a total of, I would say let's just say at least 3 options. 2 of them have been, let's say, dismissed. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. They just, I feel like this person gets easily bored, right? And I felt like this boredom just kept coming up. It kept coming up when dealing with these people. Just not satisfactory. Yeah, on the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Cups. This is what they want, like a higher level, like a divine connection. they were hiding that they were still dealing with old um, feelings of heartbreak. I mean, maybe they shared this with you, maybe they haven't. But I feel like this person they felt, whether it's true or not, that they had a lot they had to work on before they could feel right. They could come towards you. This person, look at the Knight of Wands landing on these two options I was talking about. They realized that it was just a physical thing with these two. And they got ghosted. This person is staying away from that energy now. Yeah. I feel like these options are still keeping an eye on them though. Trying to figure out, oh, well, if he doesn't want to see me, then who is he dealing with? Like, I don't know if this person told these options he was choosing somebody in specific, but they want to know, right? Because these options are like, well, they found somebody better than me? What? Who could that be? What do they look like? Do they have a better job? How are their body looking? Like, just nosy energy, right? Yeah, this person is worried, trying to figure out what it is they should say, how they should approach y'all. Yeah, they're really nervous and worried about this this offer. How do I come in? And I feel like because they haven't figured that part out, they're keeping their distance. Yeah. This person is very clear on who they want now. You're like a dream come true, like a wish come true. It's something they just can't let go. Yeah. Yeah, they're worried that you might have options of yourself and break their hearts when they come in and just basically walk away like, yeah, I'm already dealing with somebody else. Right? You took too long. Yeah, they feel like you could be dealing with somebody from your past. I'm also getting that These are either options they have left already, or these are options they have known for a while. They have been doing this physical relationship for a minute, right? Juggling, right, between the two. And for a while, it did make them happy, right? Something shifted. Yeah, they're heavily being watched by these third parties. Heavily. I feel like, let's say at least two, right? The two Ten of Swords coming out twice. But I feel like this is borderline stalking, if not actual stalking. Like harassing kind of energy, not letting up. Right. Because I'm getting these options feel heartbroken, betrayed, left behind, right? When in fact, I feel, that's what I heard, that this person was really upfront with these options. Right, they knew, he knew these were women that were dealing with him under the guise of, oh yeah, I'm fully aware that this is just a physical thing, but having other expectations and goals, right, behind that. And I feel like this person was aware from the start, right? Coming in and like, okay, being very clear, like I said, with these options, like, hey, this is just physical thing. I'm not looking for anything other than a physical relationships. And they were like, yeah, me too. But having different agendas from the start, right? Almost an energy of, well, if I wait long enough, they'll choose me, right? They'll realize, right, if I shower him with love, right, he won't walk away. Go out, be loving, like extra, almost love bombing in a sense, right? If I do enough of this, having a good time, loving on this person, they will come around, not really realizing that this person was like, oh, this is great, but I'm still single, right? Right, and keeping these options at bay. Like, I feel like It's very clear. Right, clear. Clear. Yeah, this person is tired of holding back from what it is they want. They're tired of being exhausted from dealing with this, having this on their mind, and just wanting to close this cycle and move on. Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles and the King of Cups landed on the Seven of Wands. This person has been keeping bullshit at bay, loving on themselves, and like working on themselves, right? Their body, their financial situation, family, friends, right? Getting themselves to a happy place. We just shift this just a tiny bit. Going from the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, right? This is where they're at right now, in a happy place. Okay to be single, okay to be in their own space, their own energy, loving themselves, knowing how to love yourself, right? And that's what this was all about. This person had to realize you are the number one in your life, and you need to learn to love yourself. That's how you get over the past. That's how you learn from the lessons, right? That is what creates justice. Yeah, I feel like this person, I feel like they knew that. I feel like this person knew that, but for some reason they just held back or didn't want to move, or just stayed stagnant and didn't want to do the work. They weren't ready. Right. Strength in reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse. This person was not ready at all. Right? Didn't have the strength, didn't have the self-love, and was really reckless when it came to, let's say, slick at the mouth, right? Rigid. But it's funny, I feel like this person knew. I feel like this person knows exactly who they are, exactly why they became, I guess, closed off emotionally, and what they had to do to get over that or get through that. I feel like this person knew, maybe they didn't know how, or just weren't ready to do the work. Right? And then you came in. Boom. I feel like this person instantly knew, that's my person. When they met you, they knew, this is my person. I have to get it together now. And of course, nobody changes overnight, right? So I'm guessing this person was slacking, especially in the beginning. And with the Four of Pentacles coming out, just refusing at the end of the day, and wanting to stay single, and no, I'm good, not right now. He might be my person, or he might be my person, but I'm not ready. This is the wrong time. And basically moved away from you once they realized that you were the person they wanted. They moved away in order to work on themselves. I feel like I'm getting, this person knows themselves well enough to know the chances were too big to stick around and mess this up. So this person kept their distance, moved away, and worked on themselves. Right. Finding this little kid inside them and start loving that little kid. Releasing them from boundaries, imaginary boundaries that have been formed and created through the lessons they've been through in life. Right. It wasn't easy. I feel like this person had a lot to work to. Years worked through a lot. It wasn't easy. Shit, but they did it though. They're coming out on the other side. Yeah. I feel like this person is already taking the necessary steps to get to this. I feel like this person is having a hard time with these other energies. I feel like some of them are showing their ass, let's say that. Overly emotional, how could you? Super, I'm just getting like a lot of theatrics, overreacting, just out of pocket is what I'm getting. Right. I guess playing that role though. But this man isn't, or this woman is not having it. Ghosting these options. I have to say something else. Yeah. So this person realized that there was a lot more deceptive about these options than just them putting on a facade when it comes to what their actual goal is, right? Is to get with this person romantically, knowing that the quote-unquote agreement is to just keep it physical. I feel like with the collective though, I feel like one of the biggest reasons why this person knows that the collective is the right person for them would be your patience, your understanding, and always coming from a loving place. Now, it hasn't been easy. Okay, I feel like we all went through it, had moments where you're like, okay, I'm so done with this, just willing to give up, maybe even walked away. But this person realizes and sees that you really care, sees that you really want to make this work, that you come again from a loving space, right? Right. I feel like I said, right? This person knows you are that person. They knew from the moment they met you. But with these two cards, I also feel like the collective knew that you were that person, no matter how many options they had. And I feel like your person knows that. Like your person knows that, okay, collective knows I'm dealing with multiple people, but they know that they are the one that makes me happy, right? And that brings this person a lot of joy, gets them excited, because it means you are very confident in who you are and what it is you bring to the table, right? So that kind of energy, that kind of confidence excites this person. Any last messages? Yeah, these options, okay. They are either connected to this person in some way, shape, or form, right? They could be separated but still married. They could work together. They could, I don't know, live in the same building, right? I feel like these options are going to try to use that, I guess, opening to start this up again. No matter if they got to be a third party and share this person or not. Right? Whether this fuck up or they're trying to build, yeah. I feel like these options already have this plan in mind, but I feel like this person knows this. This person is fully aware of who he is dealing with. This person is very smart. Okay? I feel like this is why he's keeping I feel like he or she is keeping their distance because, like I said, they got a lot to work on. And he wants to get rid of this delusional energy when it comes to these options. Right, because it doesn't make them happy anymore. They realize that now. Right, 10 of Cups. They realize that this is what they want with the Chariot. They're going to get it too. Yeah. I feel like when this person is going to come towards you, I feel like people are going to go, I'm hearing nuts. Your exes, maybe their exes, are going to come out of the woodworks and try to sabotage whatever it is they can. trying to keep this person in an energy of wand energy, you know, just trying to make them lust after them. This could be somebody they again work with, but I'm more so getting that they're gonna try their best to keep talking with this person, literally. Yeah, Five of Swords. But I'm not worried. This person is very clear, again, on who they have been dealing with and what it is they want. Nothing is going to move this person. Right? They can say, talk, come in fast. I feel like that is going to be a lot coming towards this relationship. Like, I'm talking, people are going to show their ass, okay? Both ends of the connection, your side and theirs. No. And every time they will get rejected and be shocked when it happens. Right? Because y'all are literally gonna tell these people, like, listen, this is what I got. I'm happy. I got it all. Why would I risk or trade that in for some more, for this energy? Like I said, this person is very clear on what they want, but dealing with a lot of bullshit. And I feel like when this actually comes together, that will remain for a while. Again, your side and theirs. Anything else? Yeah, like this person, they are very clear on what they want now, and they're coming. You hear that? And that's it. That's it. Nothing's going to stop them. Nothing's going to change it. That's it. That's it. All right. And yeah. This person has been through a lot of enlightenment. They know what they want. Why not? Anything to add to this? Yeah. This person has a lot of passion for you. Wants to have children with you. But this wanted to peek out. Release yourself, right? From this flirting energy that wants them to stay open to that. Like I said, trying to keep the door open, even if this person ends up in a relationship with y'all. But this person is determined to give this relationship a chance because they know this is a higher level connection. They know they've met you before in other lifetimes. And they've been healing themselves so they can end this old cycle they feel trapped and stuck in, right? Sorry. and this old cycle they feel trapped and stuck in, so they can finally come towards you and be happy. Engagement. Okay? Your love life will ascend to a higher level of commitment. Very soon. They made a decision. They're going to come in. Anything else? I feel like closing this out now. This person is realizing the chemistry they have with you. This person is drawn to your energy, but also the energy that y'all create well when y'all are together, if that makes sense, right? Together you create a whole different type of energy that they are just in love with, infatuated with, right? Drawing them in. Yeah. You'll have the deepest conversations, the best conversations. And I feel like they want to have a lot more of those. I really feel like this person wants to dig into you, to get to know you. Like not, I mean, maybe literally, physically, you know, I mean, like really get to know you. Last card. Great. This person is ready to do the work, ready to step into this and put in their effort, because they now love themselves. Like I said before, this had to be established first. The self-love had to be there first. Otherwise, there's no way they can love anybody else. Not the right way, anyway. True love at the bottom of the deck. This is a romance of a lifetime, and this person knows it. They know it. I feel like seeing if there are any affirmations and angel numbers that want to pop out. Five, 555, change. Change happens outside your comfort zone. The time for change is now. The angels are whispering for you to trust your path and to learn how to walk it. Take a next step, allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. And then the affirmation, I release all that no longer serves me as I am guided to move outside of my comfort zone and let change in. Yeah. This energy, not just this person changed and is changing even more, but the energy of the relationship, the energy between y'all is shifting as well. You know. So this has been your reading. Thank you for joining me. Like, follow, subscribe. If you were feeling this, I want to support you, girl. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Ciao.